look like we're about to head out to sea, but hey,
You know.
it's a circus.
Here we go. Wish us luck.
We gotta go take the boat off the dock at some point. We had successfully sold our last boat and moved our family from Tahiti around the world to the Seychelles. Now came the technical hard part, preparing our new 60-foot catamaran for global cruising in record time.
Oh my goodness.
I'm closing.
Wow. Wow, this is quite nice. Wow, it's so much bigger than in the photos. What do you think?
We moved aboard Nesi in the Marina where we plan to stay for the next 2 months, doing boat work and a few shakedown trips to test out the boat. We were on the opposite side of the earth, 12 hours time difference from California. Seychelles is a tropical playground mostly visited by Russians, Arabs, Israelis, and Europeans. It is an archipelago east of Tanzania, south of Somalia, composed of 100 islands spread out over a vast area, nearly 650 nautical miles, all the way to Madagascar. The inner islands are tall granite masses hosting the majority of the population, including Mahe, Pralan, and Ladig, while the outer islands are mostly atolls, including the World Heritage Site of Aldabra, which is actually the world's second largest atoll. The main island of Seychelles is called Mahe, and our marina is the fancy Eden Island Marina, which has a big charter fleet and acts as safe haven for mega yachts owned by Russian oligarchs and Arab sultans. We were desperate to leave and stop throwing money away, but we couldn't. Nesi was still too reliant on shore power. This was the monumental challenge we faced, to transition Nesi from a power-hungry marina boat into an off-grid cruising boat. We're so happy. We're so happy for our new family home.
Oh, the floating island.
Oh, it's here. We brought it from Tahiti.
Dun, 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 dun.
We brought a lot from Tahiti.
We know that you love that thing so much. Where are we going, girls?
Magic store.
The magic store. The magic store Ridge.
You know what? It's a store where we don't have to buy anything. It's all ours.
It is.
It's like one of those.
Oh my god, there's another floating island! It is the step to the mast, maybe.
Oh, a mast step.
Organizing the boat for cruising was the first big task we faced. This is the PCB?
Yeah.
So we need a spare one of those. So there are two parts to this job. First, we need spare parts for virtually everything on board. Special tools to fix each and every component. That whole storage room had to be emptied and repacked carefully into the boat and space sorted for future parts. Plus all our personal items, water toys, everything needed at home. Something this boat has no shortage of.
Oh my gosh. 4 big burners and an exhaust fence. It's pretty good. And the fact that like my frames like aren't burning or sticking. Hallelujah.
The second part of organizing a boat is that we need good spaces for our provisions. We typically stock over 3 months of food on board, all kept dry and accessible. We evaluate each nook and cranny, filling them with 150 different plastic bins to store things under beds, couches, bilges. It's like a jigsaw puzzle that takes weeks or months to solve.
You got it, honey!
Seychelles seemed to always have either torrential rain or crazy oppressive heat, which was taxing us enormously.
It really comes down hard here.
You want everything
There's AC. There's AC.
Nesi. She's so happy. Nesi. She's so happy.
We got here a week ago. It's been rainy and hot, but sunshine today. So hopefully the weekend will be good. Managed to get away from the marina, escaped.
We rented a car.
Yeah, we forced ourselves to go on a cruise of the island because so busy on the boat, but we had to come out here and enjoy it, and then now we're loving it. It's like we finally
so
arrived.
Nice.
Our brief weekend outings refreshed us for our next major task, doing big repairs and improvements to the boat. Unfortunately, the Seychelles proved to be a very tough place to do any work. People were incredibly unreliable and overpriced, so it was super frustrating. Even our brand new dinghy turned out to be incompatible with the outboard, which was incorrectly sold as a long shaft. We just couldn't win. There were a few excellent people, like our boat manager Vincent and Captain Patrick. They kept our faith that everything would work out.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola is good.
Setting up the sunshade. It is quite massive. We've got a little bit of damage.
All right, Kiki, you testing for leaks?
You see bubbles coming out?
Bubbly bubbles.
We're going sailing, girl. We got the broom hanging out. Big day.
We're gonna get off the dock. We're not quite ready, but it's been 10 days, so let's go. Let's go to the little island. And,
What do you mean we're not quite
swimming.
ready?
Come alongside Marina.
Okay. Whoopsie daisy. Well, that was exciting.
Our brand new dinghy almost was on the rocks. The boat was almost on the rocks.
The girls
Not
noticed
quite.
the dinghy was adrift, and we looked back, and sure enough, should have foreseen that one coming. The line was slipping off the massive cleat, even though it was cleated off. It needs a couple more.
The line with the brand new dinghy was just like this thin, and it just slipped off.
Yeah, and our boat is so much higher, so like, oh my gosh, it was a disaster.
It was a nail biter right off the start, right off the gates. You guys are on your first kayak ride in the Seychelles. Woo! Riding the barrel, go like this. Woo! We made it back to the marina. Really happy we got one night out.
Yeah, oh my gosh. We learned a lot about the boat. We learned we need,
Watch your fingers.
thanks, cutting onions. We need new solar. We need,
Yeah, testing the boat out at anchor off grid for a night, and it's getting more confidence, but it's there's a long way to go. We had a rough first outing with Nesi and a frustrating 2 weeks of work at the marina, but the tides turned once our friend and master rigger Ian Weedman arrived. We flew him out to meet us in the Seychelles because if all else failed, we could afford no errors in the rigging. He helped us turn the corner with the chaos and start setting the boat straight in preparation for our first shakedown cruise.